All right, how's everybody doing today? It's Major League Hatz, and we are doing Major League Hatz podcast episode 7. I have been consistently doing these podcasts for the last couple weeks, and I think they have been a lot of fun. So I'm going to keep trying to do them as long as I can. Let me, while we're waiting for some people to come and join in, I'm going to get my cup of coffee. Non-sponsored, of course. Now, today is Valentine's Day, so I don't expect a higher turnout or anything like that. If you guys are smart, you guys will probably be out with your ladies doing something nice with them. But I'm just going to be honest, guys. I've been married for about 20 years, give or take. We have done everything under the sun. So it's like, okay. And it's like on Valentine's Day, today's kind of like a weird day anyways, because it's a Thursday. So, yeah, there's stuff going on. Also, it is pouring as rain around our area, Northern California. And I'm sure it's the same for other people because I'm pretty sure it's still pretty snowing down there in the East Chicago area. So why are you going to want to go out and venture into that crap? And then thirdly, honestly, there's just too many freaking people that go out and lovey-dovey bull crap. It's like, man, buy a house, get some bills, have a couple kids, have that same feel. Yes, wrong way to look at it, but that's just the way it is, and that's the way it is. All right, let's see if anybody's on this. All right. Oh, here we go. Howdy, Dan D9 and Houston, Texas. What's going on? Now, if you guys watched my last video, may not have been the last one because I think I did the St. Patrick's Day hat, but one of my last videos before that was how much I hate lids. And I saw a lot of things on Instagram because if you guys aren't aware, if you're not following me on Instagram, they canceled my spring training hats and I was kind of mad about it. And a lot of people says, hey, we don't do business necessarily with lids. We go to Fanatics or we go to MLB Shop or we go to team stores because they're just tired of dealing with lids. I am going to come up with the worst analogy in the world, okay, or metaphor in the world. So just hear me out on this. Now, many people don't like lids and they rather go somewhere else. I'm going to tell you straight up, 100%, no matter what, lids loyal right here. And I look at lids like marriage. And like I said, this is a bad metaphor, but honestly, it works if you guys think about it. Lids and me are like a marriage, and I'm sure it goes the same way. Lids drives me nuts because of their product distribution. They don't always have the hats I want. The restocking sucks. Their customer service is not that great. But when it comes down to it, Lids gives me a discount. They give me money back after I spent XYZ. And now some people did mention that MLB Shop and Fanatics is doing like a 3% cash back rate. That's garbage. Think about it. If you pay the $5 to be an Access Premium membership like myself, you get for every $100 you spend, you get $10 back. So last time I did math, and I'm not the greatest at math, but that's a 10% return rate, okay, compared to a 3% return rate. Now, if you don't pay the $5 for the Lids Access Pass membership, for it's every $200, and you get $10. But my math isn't that good, and I could be wrong, but that's a 5% return on your purchase price. So, do I want 3%, 5%, or 10%? Come on, guys. I'm going to take the 10%. What do we got, Dan? I ordered from Liz because I had a rewards. Yeah, and that's going to bring me up to my point. So you're jumping up a little bit, so I like it, Dan. Now, here is the other thing. And unfortunately, since we are doing this live, I have no graphics, of course. But I want to show you guys something. Lids, I'm going to be support because here's what you get when you shop on Lids, despite all the issues that you have. If you guys can see this, I have $10 off coupons, and I had 12, but I used a couple of them today because I didn't want to use all of them because I'm kind of saving them up. So check that out. Can I get that from MLB Shop or Fanatics. And I'm sorry if I pulled it away wrong too quick, but check that out. I have 10. And like I said, I had 12 this morning. That's $100 worth of free crap that Lids is going to send me. Is Hat Club going to send me that? They don't even have a membership thing no more. And like I said, Fanatics, MLB Shop, Team Store, are they going to give me that? They are not going to give me $100, $120 worth of free ship. Doesn't matter how much I order from. So not only does Lids gives me 20% off every purchase, and they drive me nuts with their sales sometimes, but me and Lids, we in this for the long we in this for the long term. We together. We blood. We bonded. So you guys just remember that. Got a spring training hat for $29 after shipping and tax. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. See? And so for everybody that kind of like denounces on Lids or gets mad at Lids or take their business elsewhere, you know what? Here's what I'm going to say about that. And people are probably going to get mad, but good. I'm glad you're going somewhere else, because you know what that means? Whenever Lids drops a new hat, I have a chance to get it. I don't have to worry about my sizes running out. And in some cases, I could wait for a minute and get it later because you're going somewhere else. And guess what? I'm saving the money. You're saving the money. I'm getting the $10 coupons. Lids just basically gave me 3 free hats. Is Fanatics, MLB Shop, Hat Club, New Era Cap going to give me that shit? No. So just remember that, you guys. Is headachy, if that's even the right word, that Lids is. Look at all the great benefits they do give you. And it's not always easy, but trust me, I rather go with Lids, and they don't get everything. So that's the only time that I might stray off is if I go to another website that they have something that Lids hasn't had, you know, like it's a New Era exclusive collaboration or something of that nature. Lids may not get it in, so I got to wander off. And it's just like a marriage, and I hate to say it, but it's true. Some guys wander off in their marriages or with their girlfriends or their boyfriends. And we're going to wander off sometimes, but we always going to come back to the one that we know. And for me, that's Lids. And so guys got to remember that. So I'm just saying, give Lids a second chance, you guys. If you're not shopping with Lids, you should go. And don't get me wrong, guys. Lids is not a sponsor. Trust me. I wish they were, honestly. That would be freaking awesome. That would be like the mountain here for my channel is to get a cool thing like Lids or New Era Cap or even Hat Club to sponsor my channel, to send me free product or whatever, or pay me to review their shit. That would be like the icing on the cake for my channel. I don't think I could go any higher than that, but reality is Lids is not going to put out any sponsorships on my channel or probably anybody else's channel, because the way that they're structured, they're fine. They get all this free publicity. I'm talking about them right now. You guys constantly see the Lids boxes in the background. I'm doing unboxings. They get so much free publicity from me. It's not even funny. So Lids, that one's for you. Guys, give Lids a second chance. What do we got? New Era is even worse when you order from them. No discounts except free shipping. Yeah, and that's if you get free shipping. I got a Giants gray hat. Thought about a Yankees hat, but they are exactly the same as last year. Yeah, and Dan D9, I'm glad you brought that up. I will be releasing my spring training video, even though if you guys were following me, and I don't mean to bring this up, but I haven't got the hats, but I did a small review right before I placed the order on the spring training. And long story short, some of them basically are the same as last year. So if you picked up last year's, then you're not really getting anything different. There is a huge exception, of course. If you didn't like last year's, and because they are the Pro Light crappy material that I don't like, get this year's. But if you don't mind that Pro Light, because I know some people like the Pro Light style and everything, then they may not want to pick up this year. But it looks like they reverted back to the original design from 2017. So yeah. Poncho. So I did place another order to see if I can get my spring training hat. So we'll see. Now, check this out, you guys. This is how professional this podcast is coming along. I have notes and talking subjects. So we're going to see how this works out. Mine shipped today. That is good to know. They haven't canceled my order yet because today was supposed to be the ship date. So I am holding out hope that I get them. I did order 4 of them, so we'll see. But yeah, so I got some talking notes. Okay, so we got some stuff to talk about. The other thing, guys, and I know there's only a couple people on here, but first and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody that helped out, that spread the news. But Sean Stay Fitted is currently at 1,011 subscribers. So I would like to thank everybody for helping Sean out, spreading his channel. It is just freaking awesome to see him get up to that 1,000 sub mark. And when I checked earlier, like I said, he was at 1,011. So keep spreading that news, because I'm gonna be honest, guys, if Sean Stay Fitted is doing good, or Dre from the 616, or Trans Unlimited has 1,500 subs, that gives me, as a small channel, hope that I am going to be able to do good at this. And you know, our videos are very similar, you know, unboxing, reviews, and stuff like that. But you guys, the cool thing about Sean's channel, though, is I'm going to be honest. For the most part, I have not seen one hat that I have done that Sean's done. All our products have been completely different. We have different tastes. We got a different style. And that is kind of what lures me to his channel, is because I like seeing what other people, you know, pick up. I like seeing their unboxings. Says it might take a week, even though Indy to Arkansas isn't very far. And the notepad. So I just want to thank everybody for helping Sean Stay Fitted out. It is really awesome to see him get up to 1,000 subs. So we got that going on. Let's take a look. Nah, I don't really need this. The other thing is, I know there's only a couple people on here, but some people will check this out later. Don't forget, you guys, to join the Bird Box Challenge. We're currently up to 286 subs on my YouTube channel, so we are creeping up to the 350 mark. I officially have 3 people to enter into the Bird Box Challenge, so don't forget, you guys, to get into that. Yeah, it says 288, but when I look at another part of my analytics, it says 286, and it's been like that for like 2 days, so I'm not sure. So I'm just saying 286 to be on the safe side. And if you go to socialblade.com, I think it says 284 or 286. So it even says lower on that one. So I'm just kind of being, you know, I don't want to say I got like 290 and only have like 285. So just saying I got 286 for the time being. Okay, so don't forget to join in the Bird Box Challenge. And the way you guys do that, if you guys, everybody on here already knows how to do it, but for anybody that's new, you got to go take a picture of my videos, post it on Instagram, tag 2 friends, take a picture of that post, and DM me that to my Instagram at mlhatz5950. That way I have some record that you sent it. And of course, subscribe to the channel and watch the Bird Box Challenge video, because I need 200 views on that video. We are currently around 130, 140 views. So I'm pretty confident by the time that we get up to 350 subs, we will have 200 views on that video. You read about the golfer only gave his caddy. Yeah, I did read about that. And after kind of reading about like what caddies, golfers usually give their caddies if they win a tournament, I feel like it's pretty bad that he only gave them $5,000. But, and I understand where they're at, you know, their area, but they did have, and I'm not sticking up for the golfer, because honestly, I think he should have gave him more. But they already had a prearranged amount worked out. The golfer did give more than that. So it's like, for example, hey, I'm going to create a clothing line. I only expect to make like 10 grand on it. So I'm going to give you 20%. So 2 grand of my profits. But then the company blows up and you make 100 grand. Whose fault's that? Why, if you already have, and this works for like any business thing, if you have already pre-existing an agreement, then you're not obligated to pay any more, and that might piss some people off. And yes, I did the math, and I think if he would have paid the caddy the normal fee, he would have got about 100 grand. but that's not what was worked out. You know, whenever I go into something, and you guys are probably the same, you go into work or anything, your employer says you make X amount of Z dollars, right, per hour. And you do your job and you go way beyond the expectations of your job, your employer is not obligated to give you any more money because you're doing really good. You're bringing in more money than they anticipated. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Here's what I hope will happen. That the golfer, and I apologize, I can't remember his name, but I know I did see the story though. Here's what I want to see happen. I want to see this golfer give this caddy more opportunity and increase his pay from there, because from what I understand, the 2,000 or 3,000, I think it was like he was going to give him like 3,000 or 4,000, and then he gave him like 5 after he won. That was like the standard amount, but like I said, they do say they give him like 10% if they win, and the golfer that won got like $1 million. So that's why I say he's supposed to get, the caddy's supposed to get like 100,000. So I would like to see the caddy get more opportunities, and because he won, the golfer, this is very good for the caddy, because then other golfers going to look at this caddy and potentially give him more opportunities, and it's going to help him in the long run. That is my hope. But you know, they had a pre-worked out negotiation type deal, so I can't entirely be mad at the golfer. You know, the golfer honestly didn't know he was going to win, and it's good he won. It's good for him. Yes, he should have gave the caddy money, but I can't entirely be mad at the golfer. So, you know, I hope you want to see Hatz. Kutcher, yeah. Hey, LG Mac 73. Don't worry, Hatz is on number 4. So just remember that, you guys. Deal was already worked out, so that's kind of what I have to go by. Okay, so today on Lids, the NBA Grungy Gentleman collaboration line was dropped, and I've been hearing a lot of good things on Instagram. I didn't know it was going to be dropped today, because whenever I go on Lids, like calendar of release items, they have like nothing there. They're still showing stuff from December. So I saw a post on Instagram. So that's why I like Instagram. You guys tell me sometimes if I don't see it, you guys tell me what's dropping. So I just ordered like 4 hats in the last couple of days. I'm waiting for those hats to come in. So I picked up only 1 hat, but they had some really good hats. They have some really good hats. I mean, I like the Utah Jazz, definitely like the Warriors. I like the Sixers. I thought the Chicago Bulls was a really good one. And I've been hearing some other people, Johnny Guerrero, he got the Lakers one, and he got the Boston Celtics. So there were some really good hats on the Grungy Gentleman release. I liked them. I didn't like all of them. Like the Miami Heat, so they did have a gray version as well. So basically all the colors were gray with the gray crown and everything. But I like the color, and I'm really happy with the one that I got, and I probably will in a little bit go order just one more, because I don't want to miss the opportunity on getting these hats, because when the Grungy Gentleman of the baseball series was dropped, they freaking went out like that. Supposedly they're going to do a second release, and I hope they do, so I could pick up at least the Yankees. I saw the Red Sox, because those are the 2 that I would like to pick up. Sorry, Hatter. Not a fan of the Cubs one, so sorry, I won't be picking that one up, but I would like to pick up the Yankees and the Red Sox one. Your hat is awesome. You have such a hat head. Is that good or bad if I have a hat head? But thanks. I like the Nuggets and Hornets one. Yes. Nuggets. Yes. I like it. People are going to read into it a little bit with the colors on the side. And to be honest, you guys, that's why I got it, because you know, without even saying it, I support everybody, and my family background. You know, I have a couple family members that I support. Let's just say it that way. So yes, Denver Nuggets are awesome. So I hope you guys let me know if you guys picked them up. I really liked them. The other release that I saw this week, and I didn't pick it up, but on neweracap.com, they came out with like a baseball, basketball neon type edition. I took a picture of it so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. So check that out if you guys can see it. They're okay. They're not bad. I probably won't be getting them, only because you know, I'm not going to get the discount. Maybe if they dropped on lids, I might get them. Haven't seen them on lids, so we'll see. I'd probably pick up the A's or the Giants. I'm really not sure. Here is the picture, just in case if you guys haven't seen, of the grungy gentleman. Check those things out. I just took a picture, so you see the Lakers, the Hornets, the Bulls, and who's over there in the corner. Oh, that is the gray one I was telling you about. That is the Miami Heat's one. So those are really cool. And like I said, I did like the Bulls one. Really, it's freaking awesome. I was kind of surprised they did that. I like the. Are you talking about surprised with the coloring on the side of the Nuggets hat? I'm only not surprised they did that because on the NBA City 2.0, the Brooklyn Nets did something very similar with their coloring as well. So, okay, yes. So I'm kind of not surprised they did that because of that. I can see why you're surprised because Utah is typically like it's Mormon, right? Utah is, if I remember correctly, it's very Mormon. So their style is completely different than, say, California or even New York or so on. I'm not picking nobody out. I'm just kind of using Utah as a very, in my opinion, very conservative area, and I could be wrong. So just let me know. But yeah, I can see that why you're kind of confused. I just don't think the Knicks would have probably did it because their colors just don't call for that kind of color scheme. But with the way the Nuggets are, they always have had multiple colors in their logos. So I just think it works really perfect for them. So there you go. Now, we are going to be doing a couple unboxings. I got 2 boxes that I am trying to catch up on. And the reason we are doing 2 is because I got several things coming in. So I want to get these opened up. Now, I just want to congratulate, and he's probably going to get mad. You guys don't know, but Professor Hatter is running for a seat in his Chicago area. So if you guys could go to his Instagram and support him, it's just really cool that we have a celebrity in our presence. So Hatter, don't forget us. Don't forget the small people. If you ever reach your goals of being president, can I be in charge of your social media platform? Come on, Hatter, let me in on this. Okay, see, this is like perfect. Oh, okay. One of these hats is kind of dopey. I just ordered it because I needed it for my collection. But here we go. We got, bam, the Carolina Hurricanes hockey. Now, there's nothing special about this one. I got it for cheap. Definitely not a Southern team. And yes, I got this for like $15 because good hat. Because as you guys know, New Era is no longer the main source for hockey hats. It's Fanatics. So I got this for like $15. So I couldn't pass it up. Trying to get my hockey collection on, trying to get a hat from every team. So I picked up this one. It's not bad. It's got a good colorway and stuff. You got your red and white hockey logo on the back. You got a white New Era flag, which I don't like. I think they should have went with the red. And then you got your red bill right there, gray underneath. Then this is a 7 5/8, of course, as you guys know, because that's what I wear. Made in China, 100% polyester. So, I mean, it's not a bad hat. It's not a great hat, but, I mean, that's not their fault. So, there we go. We got the Hurricanes there. Now, this is going to be a nice one. I think you guys are ratherly going to enjoy this particular hat. I have not heard a lot about it, but it is fitting for what's going on this week. What do we got? A darling hat. Any updates on the custom hats? I wish they would have put secondary logos on the back of the NHL logo hat. Hughes Text 99. If you're talking about the ML hats, I'm working on some of them. I'm going to put in an order in the beginning of March. And so, I am going to be shipping out a couple hats to a couple people on here. I already have and I'll be reaching out to you on Instagram to get some information. But yes, I am going to be doing that in the beginning of March. If anybody else is interested in a hat, just let me know. And we're talking about the ML hats, ones that I came out with. If you're interested, just let me know. I'm still kind of working on everything in the sense, but I got some really good color schemes. I think you guys will enjoy them. This, of course, is just one of them. And like I said, so stay tuned for that one. That is going to be coming up in the beginning of the March. And I will also be shipping those in March as well. And for the folks that I reach out to, you pay nothing. All you do is tell me what size you need, what color you want from the ones that I have, and I send it to you. That's it. I only have one request. Please post a picture on Instagram that you got it, so I know you got it. Even though I give you the tracking, just put a post on Instagram. That's all I ask. And so there you go. What do we got? Sorry, I'm late. Don't worry about it, Houston white guy. It's okay. Not. And then what's up? How you doing, Jeff? I wish they would. Okay. Now, so as we got back to what we're talking about on the second half, but we have Buzz City. If you guys don't know, the NBA All-Star Game is coming up this week, and it is in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it is going to be freaking fun. As you guys know, they do a draft type system now, and it looks like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant are on opposite sides. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what side Klay Thompson's on, but we'll see. But it should be a fun game between having Curry on one side and Durant on the other. And then in the three-point competition, I'm really looking forward to it. I have heard that Stephen Curry of the Portland Trailblazers is going to be in it, and he's going to be going up against his brother. And this is going to be a really fun family atmosphere, because if you guys don't know, Stephen Curry, Seth Curry, they're from that area. So yeah. So check out this one. I haven't heard a lot about this one, but I like it. It's got a nice pattern. Plus, I got a heck of a deal on lids for it. And you got your Hornet there on the side. You got a nice Jerry West logo on the back. Now, this one with the white New Era flag works really good because it matches the front logo. If anything, they could have went a little softer with the lining of the white here, just to kind of match the Buzz City on the front. And they could have gone with aquamarine button here at the top and possibly the eyelets. I think that would have really popped, and it would have really matched the bill self a little bit better. Underneath, I like how they have these sweatbands, but it says enter the swarm. So that's really cool. So check that out if you can see it. Not a fan of the NBA All-Star Game draft. I am not either. Clay is on Team LeBron. Yeah, I don't like the draft. I like it the old way it was. I mean, it's like, who am I supposed to root for? It's like, I'm a Warriors fan, as you guys know, being from Northern California. Steph, Clay, Durant are my guys, and Green's not there this year. Too bad. He has been there years past. But it's like, I can't root for any freaking team, because am I supposed to root against Durant or am I supposed to root against Steph? I don't know. So I don't like the draft. It's still fire. So, okay. And this one is made, let's see, 7 5/8, China, 100% polyester. So let's try this one on. Now, for 7 5/8, this one actually feels kind of tight. This one actually feels kind of tight, and I know my hair has grown out just a little bit, but it feels kind of tight. Oh, what's up, Hungry Black Panther? How you doing? And then Durant and Clay are on the same team. Yeah, that means Steph's by himself. I don't like it. Love the Hornets hat. Thank you. Hey, Hungry Black Panther, Panda, did you see the Chicago Bulls grungy gentleman? Are you going to pick that one up? I know you like the Bulls, right? So I'm so happy to get this hat. I think it's actually really nice, and I think it's one of those hats that not a lot of people talked about. I think this is like the sleeper hat of the NBA City 2.0 hats. All right. Now, you guys, before we get on to the second unboxing, I got to talk to you guys about something, man. I'm sure everybody's aware. Pitchers and catchers are reporting. A lot of them reported. Some reported yesterday. Some reported today. And the majority should report for tomorrow. And we still do not have Dallas Keuchel, Adam Jones, Carlos Gonzalez, Marwin Gonzalez, Gio Gonzalez, and the two main guys in this whole freaking thing, Machado and Harper, not signed. What do you guys think about that? I'm kind of annoyed about it, because why are they not getting signed? Yes, they're going to want a lot of money. Sup, Professor App? They're gonna want a lot of money, and rightfully, I feel like they deserve a lot of money. And I think they should get those long-term contracts. And think about it, you guys. With spring training starting, the longer these guys are not in spring training, you're not going to sell merch. You're not going to sell tickets. The day that Machado and Harper announced their signing with the team, those stadiums, wherever they sign, hopefully San Francisco, that's just my opinion. LG Mac, I don't know if you feel the same. Like Machado might be with the Padres. And these guys, imagine if both these guys sign with the Arizona spring training team. Arizona is just going to be off the hook because everybody's going to want to see Machado. Everyone's going to want to see Harper. Dallas Keuchel, why isn't Dallas Keuchel signed, guys? He's not that bad. I like your won't give Harper a long-term contract. Why not? Harper deserves it. He is well worth it. Come on. There needs to be a free agent deadline to sign in the future. No. Sorry, Hatter. We don't agree on this. There should not be a deadline. They should just get it done. You can't put a deadline on something like this because what's going to happen if they don't come up to the deadline? They're not going to play? I mean, to me, I already don't like the way the amateur draft is because they only give these guys up to a certain point in time to sign. And if they don't sign, that's it. And I don't like that because, yes, there does need to be some sense of urgency in this. But for guys like Machado and Harper that have earned their free agency and their rights to be free agents, which in reality, they're not free agents because they have these stupid competitive draft picks attached to them, which is really freaking stupid. The whole point of a free agent system is you have nothing attached to you at all. And with them putting these competitive balanced draft picks on their name for them signing with any team because their original team didn't want to keep them or pay the money, why should they get a draft pick? Shouldn't those teams be making some sort of effort to sign those players? Don't you? I mean, I'm going to be honest, guys. If you're a Marlins fan, the Marlins just freaking suck. I really would hate to be a Marlins fan coming into spring training, and the only thing I get to look forward to as a Marlins fan is I hope they have a 500 record in spring training ball. Because once the regular season starts, you got nothing to wish for because the Marlins are going to suck. Owners are tired of bust contracts, all two of them. Dallas sucks coming from an Astros fan. I can't agree with you on that Houston-born white guy. I watched a lot of Astros games, and I did see Dallas Keuchel in his rehab at Corpus Christi a couple years ago, so I can't really agree with that one. But that's why I like this channel. Now, I understand that the owners don't want to give long-term contracts. But then the arbitration system is broken as well because, dude, just a couple years ago, Mike Trout, the best player in baseball, MVP, making freaking zillions of dollars for the Angels for the freaking year, was getting $1 million. How is that fair? So if you look at it this way, the players are only kind of getting back what they rightfully deserve. If they don't want to do long-term contracts, stop having 6 or 7 years of arbitration eligible type system, and after like 2 years, 3 years in the league, similar to like baseball or basketball or football, let them become free agents with no competitive balance pick attached to them. Don't make them be held up for 6, 7, 8 years. I mean, look at Aaron Nola, the pitcher of the Phillies. He just signed a nice little deal, $45 million. He's had some arm issues, so it makes sense. They bought out 2 years of his free agent years, and so it makes sense for him. But these owners, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, and don't get me wrong, you guys, I pay the money for these tickets just like you guys do. And yes, I complain when I see the high prices. But at the same time, when it comes down to it, I want to know that the team I am rooting for, i.e. the San Francisco Giants, are providing the best product that they can. They're going after the best players that they can. I don't want another reliving history of the Oakland A's. If you guys don't know, I used to be a huge A's fan growing up in the 80s, early 90s. But what got me to go to the Giants is because the A's didn't keep nobody. They didn't sign nobody. They didn't go after nobody. And the product was just not good after a while. So I became a Giants fan. Plus, there was more Giants games on TV. White Sox, Houston Texans, he hasn't been the same since 2015. See, they're making way more than a regular Joe would make his entire life. Yeah, and that's true. But at the same time, what are the sacrifices that they're putting in to be an athlete? They're away from their family. And I don't know about you guys. I have a 16-year-old, as you guys probably know, and a 5-year-old, and I've been married. I couldn't be away from them. So they're sacrificing a lot to be away from their family, to miss everything that they're missing, to putting in all the hours of training, exercising, eating right. And I guess I'm just on a different level in the sense that I feel like these players just should get what they deserve. These owners, especially in their beginning years, are taking advantage of these players. And now that it's time for the players to get some back in return, they're not getting it. And you got to look at it this way. It's millionaires versus billionaires. And yes, do I wish I was a professional player? Of course. A lot of us probably wish we were. We wish that we had that luxury, but we don't. But for the guys that have the opportunity, why do you think so many parents pay all this money to get little Jimmy, little Billy, hitting lessons, pitching lessons at 9 freaking years old? Because they have this desire. They have this ambition. They think Jimmy and Billy are going to be the next freaking Mike Trout. It doesn't work out that way. It really doesn't. So it's no different than an engineer or somebody. If you put it like that, I wish I was a lot smarter than I actually am, but I'm not. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not freaking Zuckerberg or Bezos or freaking Bill Gates. I'm just not, and I'm okay with that. But yet, those guys have money. We support those guys in everything we buy. So I'm just saying, these guys are entitled to get what they want because they're entertainers and they're no different than singers. Singers get paid freaking 20, 30, 40, $50 million a year. Look at Oprah Winfrey. All she does is talk on a couch. She's one of the richest women in the world, if not one of the richest people in the world. And she's a talk show host. Well, technically, she has her own network called the Oprah Winfrey Network and so on. And yes, she does a lot of great things. But my point is she's making coins, okay? So if she doesn't have the chance to make coins, why don't these players get the chance to make coins? I'd rather see these athletes and not Oprah Winfrey. And yet, here we are. So, I don't know. 1.5 mil a year, I'll abandon my family. Yeah, I'm... LG Mac, I don't know if 1.5 would work because once you throw in taxes, you're getting about $750. That's still a good amount of money. But your family would find you because you can't stay hidden that long. Let's see. Sub to H-Town hashtag. I hit like. Thanks, Houston born white guy Jeff. Thank you for hitting the like. All right, you guys. So that is my little rant on the baseball free agency. I want to see it pick up. I don't know why it hasn't picked up. I would love to see freaking Bryce Harper in a Giants uni. I want to see freaking Adam Jones in a Giants uni, especially now that Hunter Pence went to the Rangers. Adam Jones would be perfect for a Giants uni. So I would like to see that. Marwin Gonzalez, nah. Dallas Keuchel, I'll take Dallas. I know what Houston-born white guy Jeff said, but I'll take Keuchel on the Giants any day. It's really underrated in my opinion. Houston Tex, that's your opinion. I respect it. I said, by the way, I love Adam Jones' idea to the Giants. Yeah, and I do too. I've met Adam Jones a couple times. He's really cool. And I'm going to be honest, I do get the MLB Network channels. So I do watch Baltimore Orioles games. I would watch them, not for Machado, because as you guys know my opinion, Machado, I'd watch him for Adam Jones. So I would love to see Adam Jones in a Giants uniform. Yes, I know he is not the same player as before, but his presence, his personality, the way he is with a young core potentially coming up, he's just a good clubhouse guy, and that's what the Giants need is a good clubhouse guy. Thank you, Houston-born white guy. I love Adam Jones. Okay, so, all right, now we talked about that. The last thing we talk about before we get to the next unboxing. Have you guys been watching some of the releases? Check out the crappy, and I'm saying crappy. You guys might have a different opinion, but Lids just dropped some, they're like Mitchell and Ness screen printed ass soccer style jerseys. Have you guys seen this crap? Have you guys seen this stuff? Because this thing is freaking ugly. These are basically soccer shirts. And have you guys seen them at all? Because they're $100 freaking for this ugly piece of crap soccer style jersey. And I am not dissing soccer at all, but these are freaking ugly. Not worth $100. I just here's my only question for you guys. Who comes out with this shit? Because this, I don't see how this sells. Do you guys? I'm not buying it. I'm not even going to consider buying it. It is freaking ugly. I already hate it that the NBA has sometimes, especially like the Warriors, they have like the shirts/jerseys, and they wear those during the games. And to me, that is just wrong. They shouldn't do it. I've always liked it. To me, basketball is about jerseys, just like baseball's about baseball jerseys with the arms and everything. And I hate it when baseball does the same thing. And like to turn back the clock games, they'll take off the arms. They're not freaking tank tops. Basketball is a tank top style jersey, but yet they're wearing t-shirts. And then they're going to charge you freaking jersey prices for these damn lame ass t-shirts. Help me out, you guys. I don't get that. And also, between Dallas Keuchel and Marwin, I would take Marwin every day. Yeah, but the Giants don't need Marwin. Panic and Crawford can handle that unless Marwin's going to play third base, and I doubt that's going to happen. You think the baseball jerseys are going to be any good with Nike? I don't know. I mean, we'll see. As long as they don't change too much, they should be fine. I don't see why they would change them that much. Other than maybe going different style. I mean, I've really enjoyed the dry fit technology that they've baseball's come out with, and I just can't see Nike taking it much further than that, other than putting on their logo instead of the Majestic logos that they have on. Would be U.S. made like Majestic. Won't be USA made like Majestic. Yeah. I figure that. Marwin is a switch hitter and can play any position except pitcher and catcher yet. Yeah, not surprised about that. As you guys know, everything is going to another countries, and it's the world we live in, guys. There's not a lot we can do about it. We can petition New Era Caps or whoever does the manufacturer, Nike, Majestic, it doesn't matter. They don't care. They're going to send it wherever they can make it the cheapest and sell it the highest. But it's just what it is. The Razorback baseball jerseys are pretty nice. They are Nike. Haven't seen that one. Most of the time, whenever I see a jersey, especially a different style, it is when I watch an Oregon Ducks game. Because if you guys don't know, Nike is a huge sponsor of the Oregon Ducks, with Nike being based out of Oregon. So there you go. MLB requires the unis and hats for players to be made in the U.S. That's what I thought. I don't know if that's 100% still true, though, because they have been closing some of their USA plants, the ones that they did have left. I think they only had like one left. So, or is that still going to be a thing? There isn't a factory in the U.S. anymore for New Era. See, and that's what I thought. I didn't think there was a factory anymore. So how can you call it a USA-made product when it's not being made in the USA? I guess it's going to be one of those made in the USA with imported materials, right? So there you go. So that's what I thought. All right, you guys. Let's get on. Before we get on to the unboxing, have you guys been following the NBA lately? James Harden is just going off. He has scored over 30 points in 31 consecutive games. And that just, what makes me mad, Bangladesh, Vietnam, and China, New Era is moving their production to Miami, but only for team issued. But that sucks that if it's only for team issued, because then we can't get that kind of stuff. And I know a lot of people want that. But James Harden, I'm sick and tired, and I'm going to get so much freaking hate. I am sick and tired of hearing James Harden and Russell Westbrook for MVP. Why? They don't deserve it. And you're going to be like, yes, they do. Have you seen the stats that they pulled in? I wrote down the damn stats. And the thing that I have compiled and learned about looking at the stats without reiterating all the stats I wrote down is if James Harden and Russell Westbrook are going to be MVPs, yes, ball hogs, then Klay Thompson should be in the MVP talk as well. Klay Thompson has very similar numbers as Russell Westbrook. And check this out. I'm just going to read you off Klay Thompson. 56 games, 34 minutes. He's 9 of 18, 47%, and I rounded up a little bit, so sorry my percentage off a little bit. 3 for 8 from the three-point line, 40%, 22 per game. Westbrook, 48 games, so he's Klay's a little bit more in the games. 36 minutes, 8 of 19, 41%, 105 in threes, and this was on ESPN. I got this information from ESPN today as I was looking for talking subjects, and I'm tired of hearing about Harden this, Harden that, and blah, blah, blah. Harden MVP. Forget Harden. 24% on threes, and 21 points per game. Doesn't that look like Klay Thompson's stats? But check this out. Curry. Now you guys don't want to give Curry any love, and I don't get this. Hang on. That's why John Stockton is my favorite player, the most unselfish player in NBA history. Completely 100% agree with you, Dan. Dan D9, 100%. Curry, Durant. Curry, 46 minutes. Look at Harden, 54. 46 games to 54. Look at that. Curry hasn't even played in that many games as Harden. 34 minutes a game, 10 of 20 from field goals, 49%, 5 of 12 from the three-point line, 44%, 29 points. And he's lacking, what, 8 games less than Harden? Harden, 54 games, 37.4 minutes a game, 11 of 24, 44%, 5 of 14 from the three-point, 39%, 37 points. All I'm saying is, if you give Curry the ball as much as Harden gets the ball, or even Durant or Klay, we wouldn't even be talking. But due to the fact that Klay, Durant, and Curry all play in the West Coast, and the Rockets, of course, are in the Midwest area in Texas, of course, and then of course Westbrook, Oklahoma. They're a little bit closer to that East time. Why do we constantly talk about Westbrook and Harden? Where is the love for the Warriors, guys? How many titles does Westbrook and Harden have? Am I confused? Last time I checked, one of the big things that they look for in a Hall of Fame player, championships. Now, I'm trying to think. Does Westbrook have a championship? Does Harden? No, I'm still thinking. I want to say the answer is no. And there's going to be a lot of people out here that don't agree with me, but check this out. You are watching, if you are a basketball fan, and you're not watching the Warriors, you are missing out on at least four Hall of Famers. And you're going like, who's 4? I don't care what anybody says. Curry, obviously, Durant, Thompson, Draymond Green is going to be a Hall of Famer. And you guys may not agree with that, but Draymond Green, he is like Dennis Rodman, but 100% better. And you're probably gonna bring up Dennis Rodman comparisons, but he is like the backbone of the Golden State Warriors. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Just watch, you guys. Don't quote me. When we come back in about 15 years, we are gonna see all those guys. And yes, Westbrook is gonna be a Hall of Famer. Harden's gonna be a Hall of Famer. But why do we constantly talk about them for MVP when the rightful MVP talk about should be Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, or even Klay Thompson? Why does Klay Thompson get no love? I don't get that. Let's see. Yes, they've turned into millennials. Don't have much choice. The team around here is the Grizzlies. What's up, Johnny G? I missed you. Love the new logo on your hat. The Rockets are a flaming dog turd without Harden. Yes, but that's my point. You take anybody out of the Warriors for the most part, and they'll still figure out how to win. They got Andre Iguodala. They got Jordan Bell. They got Quentin. They got some really good players. In the Rockets, you take Harden out, they couldn't freaking beat a cold. Seriously. Jazz are a dark horse. Hatter, dude, you just lost your NBA card. The Jazz? Really? Come on. that MLB 19 for the PlayStation looks dope. Sorry, Johnny, I don't play video games because like the kids don't allow me to play video games, so I haven't really checked it out. Yeah, dude, the Jazz, come on, man. I'd rather watch the freaking Sacramento Kings, who are trying to hold on to that number 8 spot, make the playoffs, than the Utah Jazz. I just like the Kings. They have a really good team, and they're going to go places. So between the Kings and the Sixers, it is going to be an interesting couple of years. Watch those two teams. Let's see. Hey, man, never too old for video games. Yeah, I know. I just don't get a chance to play many video games. Here's a good example, Johnny. I am still watching NBA games from last January because I record the games and I don't always get a chance to watch them. I keep up like on all the highlights and everything and know what's going on. Same with baseball. But to watch the whole game, I'm still watching the Sharks and the Warriors games from January. I'm catching up slowly but surely, but as soon as baseball hits, I'll probably miss some because, I always got to catch up on my Giants and the A's. And I'll be honest, wherever Harper goes, I'll be watching Harper because you guys know I am a big Harper fan. That's why I named my son after Harper. So there you go. So let's get on to the second unboxing. I've been talking for a minute, and so let's check it out. Oh, real quick, guys. I just want to give you guys a little YouTube learning lesson. If you guys are doing your own videos on YouTube, that is really cool. I hope you guys are doing that. But here's what I learned last week. I was putting all the basketball videos to private because the basketball season's over. Minor leagues is done playing basketball. So I figured, okay, I'll just make the videos private. All the views I got for those videos, all the watch time I got for those videos, I lost it. So I lost about 12 to 1,300 views. So now when you look at my analytics, it says I have about 22,500 roughly views. In reality, though, I'm supposed to have about 24,000. So if you guys are doing a YouTube channel, if you guys can, don't put the videos on private after you've already published them public because you'll lose your views and you'll lose your watch time. And with the way that YouTube is nowadays, with the watch time especially, how you need 4,000 hours of watch time, do not put your videos on private after they've been public because you will lose that progress. I lost probably about 15, 20 hours of watch time, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but for somebody that's a small channel like myself who's only around the 1,300 watch time hours, that's a huge factor. So just remember that, guys. For anybody doing YouTube videos, don't put your videos too private after public. You'll lose the watch time and you'll lose the views. So just remember that. All right, you guys, let's take a look at what's in here. Oh, okay. Finally get this one in. Okay, you guys already heard about all the BS I had with the Las Vegas Aviators, but here we go. We got, bam! The Las Vegas Aviators LV Style Edition hat. Thanks for the heads up on that. This one is freaking really nice. I had the original Las Vegas 51's blue LV. Well, it was technically white LV, so I had to get the new style LV. I really like it. This is like an orange color right here on the bill. I like how they have the Las Vegas sunset right here with the mountains and the different color yellows right there to represent the sunset of Las Vegas. It's got a nice gray bill. Now, the button, as you guys can see, it looks a little off in person. On the camera or the computer, it looks the same as the bill right here, but it's just a weird color. So, oh my God, you guys, check this out. This is terrible. I mean, okay, I'd like this if you think about it. This is like a throwback to the 51 style, right? That's what I'm taking this as. But this is supposed to be the Las Vegas Aviators hat. Shouldn't this match the front somehow? And then look at the flag. Okay, the flag's good, but look at that. That's like a gray and navy color, which is like the 51s. Now, I guess that is a small homage to the 51s, so I can kind of see that. But tell me, do you guys like it that way? I kind of don't. It looks out of place, right? So anyways, black underneath, 7 5/8, of course. Made hecho en the USA con materials importados. Okay, translation: made in the USA with imported material, 100% polyester. Wish I could get one of those hats, but X's from Vegas hat would remind me too much of her. Love the black rim. P. Hatter, dude, it's time to move on. You got other big fish to fry. Move on. So I like the color. I don't like the minor league little guy, which some people refer to as the Jackie Robinson symbol. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what some people say. I can't find the actual information on where the logo actually derives from, but I don't think people would lie about that. So the Jackie Robinson logo. Now, those are the hat pickups for today. Check the stitching on the V. What are we looking at for on the stitching here? I see it's a little off right there. Maybe clip that off right there. It's not too bad. I mean, it just has that little. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. See, is that what you're talking about? Just look like it might be loose. It just had that little off on that gray right there. I'm not seeing it being. Oh, I kind of see what you're talking about. Yeah, you can move this around, but I wouldn't say it's loose though. Did you have that experience with one of them? I like the Las Vegas Sunset on the Navy. Did you have? It does move a little bit. Yeah, you're right about that. But it wouldn't bother me too much because I'm not moving the stitching around as much. So now, before we get going, you guys, because I didn't want to make this an hour long because what? The people at Lids hate me because I find all the defective hats. No, that just means you got a better eye than they do. And you guys have heard me talk about the people from Lids before. Hey, you're a hat guy, Dan D9, and we appreciate it, but they don't get it. They just don't get it. So, you guys, I want to reiterate. This is the last week of the contest on the second contest where you pick two numbers from 20 to 120. And you can't pick the same number. And I will be giving away. I think people are forgetting that I'm giving away the Maple Kings hat, 7 5/8, brand new. And I am giving away the Rumble Hogs hat. So if you guys have not already entered into the contest with your two numbers, please make sure you guys get those in, because next week on the live stream, I will announce the winner. I am going to try to do a live roll of the dice. I am going to roll the dice this time 2 times. If I do not come up with the winner on the second dice, I will roll them again until we get a winner. So just remember that. Nice giveaway. Thank you, Johnny. So if you guys haven't got in already, please get in. And you can't pick the same numbers as somebody else, so I will confirm the numbers with you guys. If you guys pick your numbers, I will, when you guys put a comment down in the comment section of those numbers, I will put either confirm or change your numbers. Right now, we don't have a lot of people, so if you haven't already got in it, sorry, Hatter, you're not eligible for this one, so sorry about that. You won the last one. If you haven't already got in it and you want to win one of these hats, they are both 7 5/8. Better get in it because the deadline is next Thursday. Well, technically it's Wednesday. Okay, so the deadline is Wednesday with the live stream being on Thursday, 5:30. So please make sure that you guys get into it because I don't want you guys to miss out on an opportunity to get a free hat. And that's from me to you guys because I can't thank you guys enough for supporting me, for supporting my channel. And with that being said, you guys, I want to see you guys. I'm not saying you guys got to go all be YouTubers and do this on a regular basis or anything like that, or even do weekly uploads. I've heard so many great things on Instagram of people picking up some cool hats. You guys, I would like to see some videos, you guys. Like Johnny, I know you get some pickups. I would like to see some of that stuff. Dan D9, if you get some pickups, I like to see it. Hatter, let's get some videos out. I want to see you guys' pickups. I really enjoy seeing what you guys like to see. And it's my little challenge to you guys. If you guys ever thought about doing a little channel or YouTube channel and you haven't just done it yet, just go ahead and do it. Just do it for fun. That's what I did it for. I'm doing it for fun. And I realize there's a lot of hat collectors out there that don't have, or they're not privy to the information out there. And that's what this hat channel is about, is to teach you guys. Houston born white guy. Oh, yeah. Where you been? I haven't seen you for a minute. Did you take off? Yeah, Houston born white guy does a channel as well. Man, I want to be like you. He's got like 400 subs, you guys. Go check him out. He's got some funny shit on there. He did a little Will Smith, oh my God, Bel Air type parody the other day. He talks about the Astros because, of course, he's an Astros fan. I love it. Hey, Houston born white guy, challenge you though, man. I got a Giants tat and I got the Astros tat. I think it's time for you to get an Astros tat, unless you're not into tattoos, and I get it. I'll put a pickup when I get the San Francisco Giants hat, even though you probably ordered one. Yeah, I did. I did, Dan D9, but I would like to see you guys' hats. Okay, so just remember that. So don't forget, you guys, get into the contest, join the Bird Box Challenge. We officially have 3 people entered in, so the chances of winning are very good right now. So make sure you guys do that. I really appreciate you guys for sticking with me for this hour and enjoying what I do. So I will keep you guys updated, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you for coming along, Johnny Guerrero, Dan D9, Houston-born white guy, Professor Hatter, LG Mac. Thank you for coming along. I know there was somebody in the beginning, Aaron June. I always screw up his name. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'll see you guys next week, you guys. Major League Hats out. Bye, everybody. See ya.